Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground is Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Under 10, 10. Watch your shot.
Now Michel. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Michel. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on 3rd down. McLeod is going to fire one deep over the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
180. Check 52's the mark. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On play action, Rosen completes it to Corey Grant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 26, check 26. Switch.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, McLeod looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Rosen will throw. He's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
80. Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Motion. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
And now it's Rosen looking. Got his man. It's Eifert. 17 yards to pick up there.
A gain of 17 yards brings up 2nd down.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Defense wins championships, baby. Alert.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Keep it up. He's coming.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Get right. Check 3. Off. Go. Promotion. I got one. 51's the mic. Let's go.
From the gun, McLeod. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
51's the moment. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Mike 51. Strip the ball.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, They had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, team. Go, baby.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Bang, 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 bang. Zip it.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, McLeod forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right
On the ground, this is Michelle. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Final play of the half here, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down now. It's Grant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught, blocked it, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Go! What's the run?
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Check.
On first and goal, Drake. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerome Baker gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Kill.
2nd and 15. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle pushing through the contact. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Check, crunch.
And it's Michelle once again. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, McLeod. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, it's Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. McLeod to Michelle on the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rosen off the play action. On the move to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What we got?
On second down, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Right back to Drake. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Check the backer.
On 3rd down, Michelle. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You gonna see me and your love, man. Say. Kill. 36.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down now, Michelle. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 61 yards that time on the ground. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go!
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. He's at the 30. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Just like that. Switch. Go. Towards the mark, boy. 52. That's right.
On 1st down, McLeod. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
52. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch 52. I'm coming back.
Rosen to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Charlie. Check. 5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Middle.
Here we go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You draw quarters.
Here's Rosen. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And this one is right through. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight.